What would it be like after the apocalypse and the only real survivors left are two Valley Girls?
Night of the Comet. That's what we're movie talking about today. This is another recommendation of Don's. We've been doing more of these classics. I hope you guys like these. I do feel a lot of these need to be remembered. And I will say without a doubt, I think this one should be. I'll let you know early. I recommend it. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Go on.
Well, you look like you're waiting for me to interrupt.
I am. I was on the edge of my seat.
You've seen it. You kept pausing like, oh, this is
Come
worked out
on,
and usually
come
that's
on.
something.
Exactly. They're used to your tricks.
Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
Chakotay. Ah, when he was young and handsome.
Hector could have got it.
Was it Mary Master Stewart? Mary Master, what exactly? She was Catherine Mary Stewart. Everyone thought she was hot back then, back in the mid 80s.
Yeah.
And Maroney, she played the younger sister.
Yeah, Sam.
She was in a couple of B movies. That was her thing back at the time. But we love this movie. I think we first saw it on VHS way back in the day, and it's charming all these years later. Great character, pretty good story, low budget, under $1 million. They did a good job. I like this a lot, and it's always good to introduce because I can't believe you haven't seen it because this isn't like an obscure movie because this played a lot on Showtime or HBO or whichever one. It was on always in syndication.
Yeah,
but kind of like Beastmaster ones.
I don't know why, but I missed it, and it's unfortunate because this movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you heard a few of Don's points, but I'll go on to mine. Great characters. I liked all three major characters.
Yeah.
I like Sam. I like Reggie. I like Hector. They were cool for what they were.
Hold on. You should give 1 minute what this movie's about.
All right. So this movie is about a girl and survivors of a comet that arrives that kind of turns everyone into the rapture if they all went to red dust. At least it would kind of look like. Until eventually you find out that the comet has infected everyone and they kind of turn to dust. And some of the survivors are on a time limit that within the next 36 hours, they will all be dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really the story of the three people, the survivors. We got the three main characters, and then we have these scientists in the headquarters.
They were a think tank. That foresaw the comet coming, so they sealed themselves off, but they didn't. They forgot to turn off the ventilators.
Silly. All these geniuses, they didn't turn off the ventilators. So now they're sick, and they're using survivors in the hopes of making some sort of vaccine, some sort of cure, some sort of way to stop deteriorating to dust.
Yeah. Basically, they're just draining, killing the people's brains and leaving them as blood sacks so they can cycle their blood through. But
which didn't seem to work.
Not enough time. And they're turning into zombies as they go along. Great movie for a low budget, huh?
It's a really solid movie. Really solid, really strong characters. Like, again, I think all of them had fantastic characterization. Even Sam kind of being like the perky, boy hungry kid sister who, doesn't really have too much to offer, but there's a gunfight and this girl is standing up and just throwing stuff at these gun people and dodging. And
her Uzi got stolen.
Her Uzi did get stolen.
Their father is a military guy, and he's down in, as stepmom says, banana land.
Yeah.
But the dad did teach the girls how to shoot weapons, use weapons.
Yeah, and fight and protect themselves.
Yeah. And it shows in this because the mall scene is great. Anyway, continue with your...
Point two. I like the story. I like the story overall, even going up to, how kind of the last remnants of humans on Earth who would hopefully on top of this are fixing something. They're just as wrong about everything. They didn't figure it out nothing. They didn't save anything, leaving this kind of the rest of the survivors who didn't get infected. which was they bring up, we are the ones that dictate how civilization is now. We have to set the bar so we don't jaywalk here or cross lanes.
That was a good scene.
So just fun. And then the third part, I do kind of wish we had a little bit more fighting zombie action. A little bit. I wanted a little bit more because we get her fighting the guy that kills Larry in the beginning. Then we jump. I think the next one is we jump to Hector dealing with the kid.
Yeah.
After he visits his
So there's
family.
the dream sequence.
I don't count the dream sequence. And twice.
Really?
That was an Inception sequence.
It was a good sequence.
Well, it was a good sequence, but it wasn't like a good action. Yeah. But yeah, there's a dream sequence. And then there's the mall scene where they're dealing with the other people like shooting guns. And then there's not really much else. We kind of go to headquarters.
That's where we find out that they're snatching people and trying to survive for themselves by
taking their
killing
blood.
other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing too crazy happens there. Reggie like beats up a guy real quick, takes his gun, holds some of the scientists at gunpoint. Hector shows up. He puts bombs on the bottom of their vehicle. Yeah, there's that part is kind of just like it kind of starts to slow down a little bit for me.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, yeah, that's my 3.
Nice. I'm gonna go back to one I like. This is when horror sci-fi used to be fun.
Okay.
And this is, to me, this isn't much different than Vamp. And the enjoyment level. I mean, obviously one's horror and one's more sci-fi.
Yeah.
With some zombies sprinkled in, but they handle the subject lighthearted.
Yeah.
And all the way through, it's lighthearted, but it's also sincere. You enjoy the characters, like in both movies. You enjoy the characters in Vamp. You enjoy the characters in this. There's a beginning, middle, and ending in this, and there's a beginning, middle, and ending in this. So they're very, very similar movies in the way they feel.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're 2 different movies. But I like that it's fun, and we don't get fun sci-fi movies like this at all.
Yeah.
With characters that you like, and that'll be my second one. Every character in here was enjoyable. Our 3 leads, Chakotay. What are their names again? Regina,
Reggie.
Samantha, and Hector.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. The side characters, the one chick that spared Samantha.
I just know her last name was like White, something like.
She's actually in other movies. I won't say like this, but she was very big in sort of B movies at the time. She'd also, I remember reading back in the day, she created her own line of bikinis. So that way they allowed you to tan underneath them. She was in a very popular B movie called Eating Raoul as well. So I know a bit about her because she was there. She was also in a movie with Chakotay or Hector, Beltran, right? Beltran's his name.
Yeah.
Robert Beltran. Called, it's not Down and Out in Beverly Hills, but it's something Beverly Hills, where he has to. This rich woman falls in love with him, but he makes a bet with another guy, and the bet is whether or not he's gonna allow the other guy to top him. Yeah, you get to see his butt in that too. Anyway, that's it. That's beside the point. So the characters in this are great. Even the head guy of the think tank, he was in a lot of movies, and he used to be Clint Eastwood's sidekick in the Any Which Way But Loose movies back then. So he was actually kind of a big star at one time. I mean, never like the lead in anything, but he was there. So I loved it. I mean, even the stock boys at the mall, were great.
Yeah, they own this store now. They started as stock boys, and then when all of leadership disappeared, they own this store now.
Yeah, and that was a good cat and mouse when they're hunting Regina down. And, they're firing her. She's firing her machine gun.
Yeah.
Or when they're doing target practice, and Samantha's like, "Daddy would have gotten us a Uzi."
Yeah, because whatever gun she had jammed up or something. Yeah.
Also, I have to say, this thing also tapped into. This came out in '84. And at that time, Halley's Comet was coming back in 86.
Huh.
So that's why, if you notice, there's a lot of movies about comets around that time.
Oh,
That
okay.
also might be why that stupid Freaky Tales also includes that.
Because it's around the Halley's Comet. Yeah.
Maximum Overdrive has something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of things, and we always liked that. I mean, because that was part of my time.
Yeah, it's topical.
Everybody was like excited to see Halley's Comet and talked about it for years. It's coming back after, was it 86 years, 96 years or something like that.
Yeah. It's like once in a lifetime.
So that's where this comes from.
Makes sense.
Actually, the original story, the writer, he had a dream about empty malls in Los Angeles, and he wrote the story in a week. Wrote this movie in like a week.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
On the fly, yeah.
No, I think it's more solid because of the cast they got. But being the fact that it's very simple sci-fi, I love that. Connected to the comet, really big part of the 80s. Big part. So those are my three.
All right.
Yeah.
Standout scenes, standout moments. I will say the mall one, I thought it was really funny. Because some of the shooting would have actual like effects from the bullets hitting things. And then other types of shooting was just like stuff falling on top of you. No real good gun bullets. But during that scene, there's a part where they look at some mannequins and they look away and they look back. And Reggie's there, like posing in the dress, like one of the mannequins. They don't notice, and she like shoots them. Oh, like James Bond style. I thought that was fun. There's a lot of fun stuff.
This thing had a lot of detail too. I mean, like I said, for movies back then, because I don't know if you noticed, but at the beginning when she's playing Tempest, and there was MDK. Remember that MDK? Who's MDK? Why is he number 6? Because she works at a theater, so she has the top 10 high scores on Tempest.
Yeah.
Except somebody came in and it's number 6, so she gets that off there. At the end, that was the car with MDK
That was the kid,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's detail. They were paying attention to stuff from beginning to end, and you would never get that in a movie today. Like Black Phone 2, you would never get any kind of detail like that.
Black Phone couldn't even follow what it wanted to do.
I mean, are there even any sci-fi movies like this out today?
No, there's
just simple, easy. I mean, you watch like the Asylum sci-fi movies, and they're horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't make any of them fun.
Yeah.
They've got the skill. Obviously they got the equipment. Why not?
I don't know. Because for what this movie was, it wasn't like so overly deep or had like a super amazing writing. It was just really competently done from beginning to end. Like, I feel like a movie like this should really be almost like a baseline of like how things can be enjoyable and move quickly and have good characters.
Somebody actually thought, what would it be like after the apocalypse and the only real survivors left are 2 Valley Girls?
Yeah.
How would it logically play out? Pretty much kind of like this. Let's go to the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. While girls just have, I had a funny feeling when she's talked about clothing, I'm like, they're going to go in the store. Yep. And that song's going to play, which, by the way, when I think of, this is a movie that's done so well that the time it's in feels fun. Like the music, like the soundtrack, going to the radio station only for it to be a recording of the guy, which was so funny.
It does, being that this was firmly planned in the mid 80s, it doesn't look dated.
No.
I mean, there's certain aspects that are definitely 80s, but it looks fresh, just as fresh as it would today. Unlike another movie we watched called Solar Babies, which looks kind of really dated.
Oh, yeah.
But, I like that. They did a great job. The people that, everything is paid attention to. So, recommend or not?
100%. This is one of the better ones. When I watched it, there's 2 we watched this block, and this is one of the ones where I felt like I'd seen things similar to this, or maybe this was an era of time where movies kind of had their formulas, and so it was a little bit easier to maybe replicate and kind of write it on the rails. Because this reminds me of Adventures in Babysitting. There's something, like a tone and feel of it where maybe I like stuff like this.
Maybe it's the tall hair.
It could be the hair. It just could be the era itself.
Yeah, I think so.
But either way.
Because I think Elizabeth Shue in Adventures of Babysitting has hair about that tall too.
Yeah.
Like our lead character Reggie in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, no, that was
don't
the
come
stop.
close. Don't come close. I know how to arm myself warning that guy, and then she just beats him out real quick.
Yeah. Nope. I like it. It's a recommend for me.
100%.
Again, another one that's lasted for decades that people enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel, again, just for a fun ride, strong characters, this type of stuff should be watched, because if you're going to learn to get into making something competent or making money off of it, stuff like this, I feel you should get more of. There should be more stuff.
I mean, it was only made for $700,000.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why we can't do? Well, I know the reason why, but California has completely taxed the movie industry out of California.
Mm.
So all that equipment, all the studios that were there are almost virtually gone because no one can afford to even cross the street up there anymore without getting 10 permits to do it. So movies like this, they're not going to come from Southern California anymore if we get them at all.
Well, that's why they film so many over in Georgia and stuff like that, like TV shows.
Yeah, but they don't. It wouldn't be the same as this. There's a certain quality about this being filmed in Los Angeles that you wouldn't get. I mean, maybe you can get, was it Montreal or Vancouver? What's the other big city that they use all the time up in Canada? Montreal, Vancouver.
Some other major city, is it?
What's their capital?
Quebec?
It's Providence.
Oh, yeah. What is their capital? Wow, I should remember.
Oh my gosh, I feel like one of those people on the video, like how many moons does the Earth have? 13. Correct.
Yeah. Either way, it's too expensive here.
Yeah. No.
Gotcha.
So highly recommend. And that's about it.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
not a lot to
comment.
say. I mean,
No.
this movie's 40 years old. So if you haven't seen it by now, I'm pretty sure most people have seen it.
Yeah. And it's on Tubi. A lot of stuff we watch is on Tubi, so most of the stuff is free.
Tubi.
So check it out.
Tubi, I love you so much. I just can't describe how Tubi is probably the #1 streaming service I go to out of all of them. And I've got for this thing, I've got Disney and Hulu, which I never touch.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's not much on there, and when there is, it's pretty bad.
And then you've got the Paramount, which
Nope, there's nothing on Paramount.
yeah,
It's so vicious.
what's their Amazon Prime? A little bit more on Amazon Prime because
Sometimes
they seem to just throw things on there at times.
they're also attached, like third-party wise, to a lot of the other apps too.
You know what? Okay. Anyway, we're out of here. We're not going to get into a long discussion about the streaming services just yet. So what can they do?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, please go ahead and subscribe because we love the subscribers.
Yeah.
Give us a comment because he
Please
likes
comment.
responding to them.
I do.
He does.
I do. Especially when they're nice or make sense. It's true. He's correct. I won't deny it. That's what you want to see. Comment. But more importantly, check us out on TikTok. I mean, we're changing stuff around.
Yeah. No, we're putting more stuff up on the Patreon that you're not going to see here. I won't say more edgy, but more free flowing.
Yeah.
Free talk.
Yeah. Our rambles, and at some point we'll probably have those live so you can join us.
Yeah, he rambles a lot, so.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the one.
Seriously, sometimes he rambles so much he's down on the floor. It's crazy.
Rambles so much down on the floor.
Anyway, we're out of here.
Yep.
We'll talk
Thanks,
to you
guys.
later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Lost in